Ladies
and gentlemen, this next contest will be in the featherweight division. Introducing first, in the blue corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, and fighting out of Millerville, Minnesota. He's representing Get Some, and he has a freestyle fighting. He's holding a record of 3 wins and 5 losses. Daniel Wago. And his opponent in the red corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, and fighting out of Janesville, Wisconsin. He's representing Pure Hitting Fitness and holding a record of 10 wins, 6 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Floyd, the Hitman Hodges.
Referee Ross Ogden getting the assignment for this featherweight clash. Dan Wills in the black trunks, Floyd Hodges in the blue with white trim. And we are underway. Fighters touch gloves.
One interesting thing I noticed in the fighter introductions was Dan Wales is representing Get Some. I'm wondering if he trained at the Get Some facility, which is run by Brock Larson and Dave Owens. It also holds some of the better prospects in Minnesota at the moment, so maybe he's making an effort here to up the training a bit.
No shortage of action here, getting us started here. Wales getting the clinch, putting Hodges up into the fence.
Watch for the foot stops from Dan Wales there.
Dan Wales launching a knee attack to the thighs in front of the legs of Floyd Hodges, which, if this fight goes 15 minutes, that can definitely add up in the later stages of the fight.
Absolutely.
Dan Wills definitely looking to try to dirty box here, not looking for a takedown, despite having the clinch. Can't see from our vantage point if he has full double underhooks.
Yeah, this is pretty much how the first fight went. Dan got him against the cage, knees, foot stomps, tried to take him down, couldn't. Floyd separated, and that was that.
It looks like Wales has double underhooks. Not sure if he has the hands clasped, but again, it doesn't really look like he's looking for a takedown at this point.
He does not have double underhooks. He has it on the left.
Oh, he does have the overhook there on the left. We'll see how long Ross Ogden lets him work here. Definitely, I don't think that there should be a stoppage at this point for a restart,
not.
But some referees, you never know.
I've noticed Mario Yamasaki's brother, for one.
Yeah, Fernando Yamasaki.
He's a little hit or miss. I know Joe Rogan isn't a fan.
Fernando Yamasaki, for having a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, seems to think that you can get submissions done in 15 seconds.
Well, I figure he's so good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if it's not finished in 15 seconds, that it should be stood up.
There's a foot stomp you mentioned earlier.
A little bit of a throwback to the Marco Ruas era of the UFC.
You need to put $5 in the bin. Every single time you talk about foot stomps. Oh! Floyd Hodges making the most of this opportunity. We see Wales coming in. He's going to get that takedown. Very nice. Stayed calm. And Floyd Hodges still throwing punches. Make sure you got to watch out for the back of the head.
This is certainly a good place to get your takedown with your opponent against the fence. I'm wondering if Dan can...
Dan Wales has got to get out of there, though.
He absolutely needs to get out of there.
He needs to try to secure this position because ultimately, if Hodges is able to get one leg free, he's going to be able to get back up to his feet.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly be worried about an inverted triangle by any means, but I certainly would be worried about getting my face smashed in by hammer fist.
Also, too, we're going to see Hodges probably try to use that fence and wall walk. Now he's sprawled out. He's pretty much out of danger here. Now he's going to maybe punish the body here of Dan Wales.
I'm surprised he's letting up here a bit.
And Wales getting his head through. He's going to try to finish this takedown. It looks like he's going to get it.
Side of the head, those are good.
Hodges using that cage, though, very smart and crafty, showing that he is a veteran of over 15 mixed martial arts contests.
The referee warns for shots to the back of the head.
I thought those were clean right to the side.
I would agree with you.
See if Hodges can. Look at that. Dan Wales still throwing knees to the shin and knee.
Knee to the knee. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Vicious stuff. I mean, that's just mean.
Well, that's some old.
Wales could possibly try to shoot around and take the back. But I don't think he's going to just try to drag him down. And now we're back to the feet here.
I commend both fighters, neither grabbing the cage here. Making it a point to stay as clean as possible.
Floyd Hodges looking for his moment to get free, because when Wales gave him an inch to breathe, he just throwing leather, really taking advantage of that opportunity, but Wales able to nullify the action and slow it down here again with the clinch.
Nice knee to the body. or nice knee to the upper thigh, I should say, by Dan Wales.
Again, TJ DeSantis along with Andrew Studer here at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Minneapolis for Downtown Showdown 10.
A little bit of a shoulder thrust from Dan. I like it.
Dirty boxing happening right in front of us here, cage side.
Now that you may have wanted to say was behind the back of the head.
Knee to the body there to Hodges.
Yeah, that was a clean knee to the body.
Hodges trying to get his hands inside and maybe force some separation, and he does
Hard
it. He's
right
free.
hand.
Hodges wastes no time to throw an onslaught of punches. Once he has space, he tries to go countering a kick. Wales might be in trouble. Backpedaling.
This is Floyd's world right here. Give him space, he'll let him fly all night.
The confidence is oozing from Floyd Hodges on the feet. Tries for an uppercut.
Floyd,
I don't know if I've ever seen that. Wales ducked under an uppercut.
Yeah, well, Floyd rips him from about, halfway across the cage.
Floyd Hodges, similar to Robbie Lawler with everything that he throws, 100%.
That's a very good comparison, actually.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Exactly. Hodges
sprawled out here on Dan Wales. Now Hodges is able to get on top.
Smart move by Hodges, actually.
Settles for the guard of Dan Wales. I was surprised he just didn't stand up and make Wales try to come after him from space.
Was trying to goad him into it, but
we'll see if Wales has something for his back here. Close guard. We see Hodges stack him. Now down to one knee. That's the end of the round. I didn't hear a clapper.
Yeah, no, we don't have a clapper in Minnesota. I don't even think you noticed it during the UFC when they were here.
There definitely was a clapper at the UFC.
I don't know, maybe.
I'm positive.
Joe Silva was
Mark Ratner would bring one if he needed to. Now, it's interesting. We see Wales in the corner. He's on his feet. Hodges, I don't know if he's gassed or just wants to have a seat. He sits down. Do we not have stools here in Minnesota either?
We don't, actually.
TJ DeSantis along with Andrew Studer tonight here. Downtown Showdown 10 at the Hyatt Regency. Appreciate you watching the stream on SterlingMN.com. Again, SterlingMN back in the Hyatt for January 26th, an 18-fight mixed martial arts card. Drew mentioned it earlier. The card's still coming together. Might get more than 18 fights on that card.
Yes.
And then before that, January 5th, back here at the Hyatt for some boxing action.
Professional boxing.
SterlingMN.com is your destination for all things mixed martial arts here in Minnesota. We're scheduled ready to get round 2 underway between Dan Wales and Floyd Hodges. A pretty great first round. Both men had some moments, but I think ultimately the control goes the way of Dan Wales.
Yeah, Floyd's breathing a little bit heavy. Dan, I mean, mouth wasn't even open.
We are underway, round 2. Dan Wales in the black with Floyd Hodges in the blue with white shorts. It's interesting. We actually see Hodges, kind of back, taking his time here, not just throwing ruthless aggression. Maybe fearing that takedown a little bit, not necessarily having to pay for it, but ultimately, fighting defensively if he's, clinching, taken back. So now maybe Hodges is going to fight a little more conservatively and wait for an opening, and here might be his opening.
He wastes little time.
It's interesting. Wales wanted to kind of butt scoot, and ultimately Hodges said, no, let's get back up. Now we see the takedown attempt by Wales. Wales really not setting up the takedown, not pumping a jab. You're kind of rushing in, and he does so again.
And that was a true rush. Well, like I said, Dan doesn't exactly train with an actual mixed martial arts fight team, sort of just kind of picking things up on the fly.
Well, there was a nice little knee.
That was a very nice
knee.
Oh,
this might be over. Dan Wales covering up. Referee Ross Ogden right on top of it. Nothing really connecting. A couple sides. Oh, he's tapping. It's over. It's all done. Floyd Hodges victorious. Submission due to strikes here in the second round. Dan Wales just ultimately couldn't take it. He looks like he's complaining. He's complaining to referee Ross Ogden, saying that maybe some of the strikes were getting to the back of the head.
I can certainly see some markings on the back of his head, so I believe him.
A tough way to go out, tapping to strikes.
But
two men congratulating one another.
It was an improvement from his first performance, where he didn't get out of the first round. Made it to the second here. Maybe they fight again, get to the third. Fight again, get to the decision.
It's tough to tap out due to strikes.
Yeah.
Obviously, we see Wales complaining to the referee about strikes to the back of the head. I didn't see too many there in the finish.
I did not. It certainly wouldn't be anything I would complain about. Not
a lot of that's incidental, though, in the heat of the moment.
No controversial stoppage here.
Yeah, definitely. Your winner is Floyd Hodges. Let's go up to Mike Majuk for our official decision.
After 1 minute, 2 seconds in the second round, the winner by tap out due to strikes, Floyd the Hitman Hodges.
Floyd Hodges pushes his mixed martial arts record to 2-0